There's something else that I wanted to talk about that I just thought about that nobody else is really talking about. You know, man, like, I notice a lot of guys, especially like dudes within like the passport bro community, and just dudes always talking about women overseas and stuff, and how much, women overseas are better and all this bullshit that I don't believe. I really don't believe that women overseas are any better, man. To be honest with you, I really don't. And the reason why I say that is because I've used this site called datingasia.com and penalove.com, where you basically, try to talk to like Asian girls that live in the Philippines and stuff, in Thailand and all them places. And a lot of them girls, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, a lot of them girls are just as stuck up. Like, I've messaged girls on there, and I've been getting ignored a lot. I've been left on my messages was just left on red. Just all the same shit that a lot of these girls here in America do on dating apps. It's the same shit over and overseas, man. It's not. I mean, well, I can't really speak for everybody because everybody has different experiences, but I'm only basing this off of my own experience. So at the end of the day, anybody that's watching this, you can do whatever you want. I'm not stopping anybody from deciding that they want to go overseas, but the reason why I want to make this video is because I'm just expressing how I feel about women overseas, me personally. Everybody's experiences may be different. So me personally, I just don't really get all hyped and be going crazy about women overseas like that anymore, because I really feel like women overseas are overrated. I just really feel like, they're not that much different from women over here. Maybe they might be a little bit better compared to women over here. Maybe, they might be a little bit more traditional, but at the same time they still kind of have that Americanized, you know, attitude. And cause like there was some Filipino chicks, you'd be surprised. Like, there's some Filipino chicks that be having Instagram, they be having Snapchat, OnlyFans. They have some of the same stuff that, like, every woman overseas is not traditional. Like, there are a lot of Americanized women overseas, you know, and I've experienced it. Well, I've experienced it online, not in person. But I feel like even if I was to go over there, like to the Philippines or somewhere in Asia or anywhere in the world, I mean, I've been out the country before, but never for like going overseas for women or to travel or anything. I actually been out the country for study abroad back in 2014 when I was in college, my early years of college. So I never went there for like the purpose of like trying to get women, or I mean, I wouldn't do that anyway. Like, that would be a waste to just travel overseas just for women. Like, come on now. Like, you mean to tell me you would just go overseas just for women when, especially like if you've never been out the country before, the like this world is so big, and there's a lot of places that many people probably will never ever experience in their life, and you would just like go all the way to a foreign country just for women instead of actually traveling. I just think that's just kind of stupid in my opinion. But to each their own. I'm not judging anybody. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, people can do whatever they want. Who am I to judge? I ain't nobody to judge anybody for whatever they want to do. Like the Harsh Twins always used to say, for those that know the Harsh Twins, you could do whatever the fuck you want to do. Yeah, I used to like the Harsh Twins, man. But anyway, um, That was a little throwback. They used to always say that at the end of their videos. But anyway, yeah, man. Like women overseas, man. I ain't really. I'm just not really all that. You know, I'm just not really all that. I'm not really on board with the whole going overseas for women talk. I'm just not. I'm just not feeling it. Cause from my experience, man, I've dealt with a lot of. I've been ghosted by a lot of women, Filipino girls, and girls overseas. But when I mention girls overseas, I'm mainly talking about like Asian girls, like Filipino girls, because they were mainly the ones that I dealt with online. In real life, I've never I only dealt with one Filipino girl in real life, the one that I met off of Tinder. But she wasn't really a traditional Filipino. She was kind of, to be honest with y'all, she kind of acted like a black chick. She wasn't black. She just acted kind of black. She was Asian, but she kind of acted like a black chick a little bit. She didn't. She wasn't like a traditional Filipino girl. But anyway, fuck her. She ghosted me, so she's 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 nobody to me now. But anyway, um, these women overseas, man. Mainly like from my experience, like the Filipino girls that I've met. The ones that did kind of give me, attention. They did. There were some that did give me the time of day. I met. We went back and forth with each other. We added each other on like um on this app called WhatsApp and stuff, or like Facebook. And there was some girls that I went back and forth with. But a lot of times, you'll talk to them and then they'll just end up ghosting you for no reason. So like I will say I did that. There were some that did give me the time of day. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that none of them gave me the time of day, but I will say a lot of them didn't. Cause like I've messaged like hundreds of Filipino girls, and a lot of them ignored me. You know, like the success rate for me is very very low online. But I will admit that it is a little bit better. It is a smidget better than like trying to find girls on dating apps here in America. But it's still the same shit, oh y'all. It's still the same shit. Like I still get ignored most of the time, and like I said, I have met there were some girls that did give me the time of day. Like it was more girls that gave me the time of day than it'll probably ever be on like Tinder and Bumble and all them shitty ass dating apps. But I will say that even though I did get some play with the Filipino girls from the Filipino dating site, I still was getting a lot of I was still getting ignored most of the time. Like most majority of the time I was getting ignored. Like I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Like I did get a little bit of play, but I did get ignored a lot. Like it got to the point where I just felt like giving up, and that's why I don't even use them dating sites anymore. Cause I just gave up. I got tired of talking to some of the girls that was giving me the time of day, and then like a day or two, or maybe a week or a month later, they just end up ghosting me. And then on top of that, I'll never meet these girls in person anyway. And the only reason why I was even trying that site. The site is called datingasia.com. Only reason why I tried it was because, I wasn't getting any type of attention from females, so I just wanted to at least get, attention from a girl overseas, at least. But I still wasn't really getting no attention, even with the women overseas, you know? So it's like, you just can't win, man. Or I can't win. But, yeah, man, I'm just not. I don't really buy into the whole women overseas is better, because I feel like they all do the same shit, man. They just as stuck up as women over here. And I don't want to make it seem like they all stuck up, but I feel like a lot of them are, man. You always hear about, Filipino girls are so this and they're so that, they're so nice, and they're I mean I'm not gonna say that there aren't Filipino girls out there that are nice. I'm pretty sure there are. I've met some myself, but a lot of them may seem like they nice, man, but they really not, man. A lot of them are just as stuck up, man. Stuck up and superficial, shallow. You know, they ghost you just like women in America do. You know, I don't really feel like me personally. I just really feel like women overseas aren't anything special to me. That's why I don't really. I used to buy into the whole narrative about going after women overseas and all that. I used to really believe that women overseas were very different from American women, but they're not really that different. They might be different in some ways, but at the end of the day, a female's a female, whether regardless of where you are in the world. Females will always be females, no matter no matter what no matter what the no matter what their what their background is or where they came from. They all do the same shit, man. You know. So that's why I don't really buy into just going like if like whenever I do go overseas, man. Hopefully I'll have the money to travel overseas one day. I'm not gonna get all hyped about the women wherever I choose to go. Hopefully it's Japan, or I'm really trying to go anywhere like in somewhere like in Asia, or and I even want to go to, well, I've been to South America before. I went there for study abroad. I actually went to Argentina back in 2014, but I want to go to like Dominican Republic and places like that because I really just want to go there mainly because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The only reason why I kind of want to go to like Dominican Republic and like maybe Brazil and stuff, even though the crime in some of them places is kind of bad. Only reason why I kind of want to go to those places is because the girls there got fat asses, and I'm a sucker for fat asses. That's another thing. Like I like girls with really big butts. Like I go kind of crazy. I don't go crazy literally, but when I see a girl with a fat ass, it makes me weak, man. I swear. Like I love girls with big asses, man. Like I know I talk about Asian girls a lot, but I really love thick girls, man. Like of any race, it don't matter. Even black chicks with fat asses, I like them too. Like any girl with a fat ass, it don't matter what the race is. Like I like them all. I love all big asses. White girls, black girls, Hispanic girls. Whoever got a fat ass, man. I want to hit it. But But yeah, man, that would be the only reason why I would want to go to those places, like in South America. But like Asia and places like that, unfortunately, the only type of attention I would be able to get from girls over there would be just seeing escorts. So I would honestly just go overseas just to pay for it, man. I don't believe that I'll be able to go overseas and actually find a girl that genuinely likes me and all that bullshit. Like you hear stories about that on YouTube where guys go overseas and they find the love of their life, and I don't believe that'll happen for me, man. That's why I just feel like that shit only happens for certain guys. I don't believe that that happens for everybody, because if that was the case, then everybody would have a girlfriend. If it was really, I mean, people are talking about it, but I don't believe that experience would happen for everybody. I just feel like it only happens for certain people, and I don't believe that it'll happen for me. So I'm just gonna just resort to just going overseas and just, whenever I have the money and I'm financially, you know, I have all my, whenever I get my life together and I'll be able to finally be on my own and have the money to travel and I get a new passport and stuff, I'm going overseas to not just to pay for, escorts and stuff, but that would be just an addition to, wherever I decide to go. I'm going to go. My number one destination right now is Japan. So whenever I go to Japan, I'm gonna go there and travel and have a good time and everything, enjoy myself. But I'm also plan on, paying for, just paying for escorts over there, man, and just and also renting a girlfriend too. Like I was talking about in my last video. Um, yeah, I'm just going to do that, man, cuz I've given up on the reality of finding love and going overseas, finding a girlfriend. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen for me. It may have happened for other guys, and good for them. They found the love of their dreams and all that shit. But me personally, I don't think it's gonna happen for me. I really don't. I just feel like, I'm still gonna be in this. Like, if girls don't like me over here in America, then girls not gonna like me in the Philippines or Japan or Asia or wherever I decide to go. They just none of them gonna. I just feel like none of them are gonna like me. I'm just not wanted by any females at all. Period. So I just feel like I'm just screwed. Just no matter where I go. But I just wanted to make this video because I get tired of hearing about other guys talking about women overseas as if they're anything special, and I feel like they're not, man. I just feel like they're just women that happen to just have a different, you know, a different upbringing. That's all. But they're still women at the end of the day. Their culture might be a little different, but they're still women, and they all still do the same shit. And like I said, I've experienced it from that, just from experiencing the shit that I experienced on the foreign dating site. Getting ignored, getting ghosted, getting flaked on, barely getting responses, girls just leaving me on red. Like, all those experiences that I've experienced, I feel like it would translate over to, you know, dealing with that in real life too. Like, I would go there, the girls wouldn't be paying me no attention. I would get ignored, you know. And I'll be seeing like videos of like Asian girls, like Filipino girls talking about how they like black guys. I feel like I don't fit like the ones that say they like black guys. I feel like they not gonna like me. The ones that say they like black guys, I feel like they like every black guy except me. I just feel like I'm just not desirable to any women of any race or any nationality or any women of any type of culture or nothing, man. I really feel that low about myself as far as like females, and that's only because of the negative reinforcement that I've gotten from females. So it causes this, like, my negative, you know opinion about females is because of the negative reinforcement that I've gotten from females. It's not because I just woke up one day and I just felt just negative about females. It's because of the the negative experiences and the negative reinforcement that I always constantly get from them, and it just caused me to feel this way. So I don't think my experience over in another country would be any better. I mean, I've been out the country before, and the women overseas were, I mean, when I was in Argentina, the women. I mean, I can't really speak on the women over there because I wasn't like going over there to seek women or anything or try to get women because I was there for educational reasons. Like I said, I went there. I mean, I did do activities and stuff with the students that I was with from my college. I think it was like six of us, and we was going. We was really there. We took a Spanish class there. I was in college there, but we also did like activities, certain activities. We did tango dancing, and we did a lot of stuff, man. And then like the females that was out there, I mean they were friendly. Everybody there was friendly. I didn't have any issues with none of the people there. It wasn't really a lot of black people in Argentina. Like when Argentina, it's not a lot of black people there. Like we ran across maybe like one or two black people. That was it. Besides us, because we were all black. But it's not really a lot of black people in Argentina. It's mostly like a lot of like white Hispanics, regular Hispanic people, you know, people from like Brazil and stuff. Because Brazil is like right next to Argentina, I believe, or it's like right below it. I forget, but it's very close to Brazil. And I remember we went there. When I was there, they had the World Cup when I was there, and Argentina lost. I remember. But yeah, I've been out the country before, man. I've experienced, what it's like to be out the country. It was a culture shock, I've been overseas, but I've never been overseas like as like a vacation before. So I don't know what that's like. I just know what it's like to be out the country, just in general, So I can't really speak on like going overseas for women and all that stuff because I never done that. I just been overseas for study abroad. I was lucky enough to do that because I had a really good GPA back when I was in college, and I was keeping up with all my grades and stuff. So I had the privilege to travel out the country. I would have actually went to China because the program that I was in, we had two options to either go to China or Argentina, and everybody had to vote what country they wanted to go to. But I decided I wanted to. I chose Argentina over well, not Argentina. I chose China. Fuck Argentina. I mean, I won't say fuck Argentina because Argentina was a good experience, but I wanted to go to China instead of Argentina. But most people, and we was actually going to go to China, but there was a girl that was kind of like trying to convince us not to go to China because of the air pollution there and all this other, bullshit. So everybody kind of got convinced, so we ended up going to Argentina instead. But I was still grateful that I at least been out the country somewhere. But I really wanted to go to China though. Like man, that would have been an amazing experience if I went there. But I went to Argentina, so at least I've been somewhere out the country. But this was a little off topic. But anyway, back to what I was saying about women overseas, man. I just don't really buy into it at all, man. I don't really buy into the whole women overseas are better. I know this video gonna probably make it's probably gonna ruffle some feathers. People gonna probably get a little upset, but I honestly don't care, man. Who gets mad? I'm just keeping it real and just being honest with you guys. And I'm just letting y'all know how I personally feel about women overseas. I just feel like, they wouldn't like me. They wouldn't want to, give me the time of day because I've experienced being ignored by Filipino girls and women overseas a lot. And I just feel like it wouldn't be that much different than getting ignored by women over here. Like if I was to go overseas, the women there would probably just walk right past me. They wouldn't say anything to me, you know. I just feel like, because like I said, I've gotten ignored online a lot, so I just feel like it's going to translate over, in person. But I still want to go to Japan and the Philippines and all them places one day. I still want to go, just to travel and all that stuff. And, and honestly, y'all, I don't really like the idea of paying for escorts and stuff overseas. I really don't want to. I don't want to pay for for sex at all. But since I got it so bad, I have no choice. I have no choice but to pay for it. I don't like the fact that I have to pay for it and all that shit. I don't want to have to do that, but since I don't have any other options, I have to. I wish I could go overseas and get it, just naturally get a girl, the way, you hear about stories of other guys talking about how they met their love of their dreams and all that stuff. I wish I can experience that too. A girl that genuinely liked me for me. I don't want to sit up here and be paying for it all the time. I don't want to be doing that. But since I ain't got it like that, I have no choice. So, since girls don't like me, I have to resort to that. And I really don't want to, but I have to, in order to get my needs met. Like in order to get my needs met, I have to resort to, and it's like I want more than just sex. Like I don't just want to have just sex. I want to actually have a connection and spend time with a girl and stuff. Like I don't just want sex. I really want to just be with a girl and just actually call her my girlfriend and she called me I'm her boyfriend and stuff. And we, hold hands and go out to places and stuff and just have a good time. I just want just a regular, and we have sex and stuff and when we horny. Like I just want to be able to just have a good time with a female, man, but unfortunately, I'm just not I'm just not anybody's type. Like girls just don't like me, so I'm just forced to just be alone. And it's either be alone or I have to just, see escorts. And seeing escorts is the only way to get any type of little validation that I can get from a female. And the only thing you can do with escorts, sadly, is have sex with them. And you know, I don't even want just sex, man. I know some escorts offer like girlfriend experience. I mean, I could go for that, but still, man, it's not genuine. Like I really want the, genuine, you know, genuine affection. But since I can't get it for free, I have to pay for it. So it just is what it is. But that's all I pretty much wanted to talk about, man. At the end of the day, people can do what they want as far as like women overseas and stuff. But me personally, I would just go overseas just to pay for it. Like I was telling you, like I was just talking about, just paying for like maybe a girlfriend experience, sex and all that stuff. When I go to Japan, I want to just rent a girlfriend. I know the idea of doing that maybe may sound kind of ridiculous, but I really don't care, man. At the end of the day, I got needs, and if my needs can't be met, then I have to go to those measures. You know, I have to, break my pockets just to get female validation. If I have to do that, then so be it. Because I just feel like women overseas just not gonna want me because they already was acting like that online. So if I was to go there in person, it'd probably be the same shit. But I don't. This video might. I have a feeling this video is going to probably upset a lot of these passport bros or whoever, advocates going overseas. But I honestly don't care who gets mad. This is my opinion. People don't like it, then oh well, man. I just don't care. So That's pretty much all I got, man.